Hi, my name is Jerry Damon. I was a teenager in the 50s, and I would hang around the magazine racks. And what really attracted me were the car magazines. And in those car magazines, I saw all the creativity that was happening in Southern California. They were taking parts off of one car, putting it on another car, creating a whole different car. And I'd never seen anything like that before. I'd never been around anything like that before, and I was stunned by the idea. Over time, I realized that in the LA area was where the stuff I liked really happened. Most of the cars came out of a shop named Barris Custom in Linwood, California. I would take the magazines that I had my favorite cars in and open them up and thumbtack them to my bedroom walls. Some of my favorites were the 49, 50, and 51 Ford Coupes. In 1957, there was a cover car that really caught my attention. It was a 50 Ford Coupe that belonged to a 17-year-old guy by the name of Junior Conway. It had the colors and the parts that were put together in a way that really impacted me. After a while, I was seeing it in all the magazines. Sure enough, it was done at Barris Custom. Junior ended up being the head painter there and eventually running the place. I knew that I'd never be able to afford to have anything like this done. I would have to learn how to do this myself. I knew that this was the direction that I wanted to take my life. This all-consuming passion went from a hobby to eventually a business that I had for almost 40 years. Junior's car started haunting me from about the 1980s on. I couldn't stop thinking about it. In 2004, I sold my business in the Seattle area. I moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth area with my family in 2008 and built a shop on my property to play in. I started to look around for a project that I could do with two of my sons. I realized that the time had come to recreate the car that had been pushing me around for decades. I contacted Junior, who is now 72 years old. Over a period of 18 months, we collaborated with Junior to capture his 50 Ford Coupe, including all the not-so-perfect things that were coming back then in those days, especially if you were 17 years old without a lot of money. I'm including pictures of the build as well as the music that would come from the radio back then in 1957 and 58. I hope you enjoy what we've created.